Hey guys, welcome back. That is right, you just heard my OG music. I had a couple of requests to bring back the original, so I'm gonna keep it for a little bit. We'll see how it goes. In front of me, I have some dip powders from Rosalind. They were super kind. They reached out to me, wanted me to try some of their products. So I'm going to be doing some dip nails today with the Rosalind Dip Powder. You know, this was kind of ironic the way this all happened. They sent me some beautiful colors. You can see them swatched here. And I wanted to do a black mani. And I'm going to do some stuff, some nail arty type stuff a little bit later. I'll leave timestamps down below for you guys in case you want to fast forward or skip ahead to filing or nail art or whatever part you want to skip over to. But I wanted to talk about what happened after I filmed this mani. I'm going to get comfy. I'm going to have my coffee. We're going to have a chat. So I did this mani, right? Right after I finished filming the mani, I hop over into my Facebook group just to pop in, see what's happening. And I see a post from one of the ladies in my Facebook group. And it's about this boy named Colton. And I don't want to get into the whole story and make the whole thing super public, but this little boy lost his life. He was hit by a car, and it was requested that I do a memorial mani for him. And the lady told me that his favorite colors were black and blue. And I'm like, I literally just filmed a black mani, so this mani is dedicated to Colton's memory and to his family and his friends, to the poor kid that hit him and his family, to all of the people who witnessed the accident. My heart just hurts for everyone involved. So this one's going to be for him. And if you want to watch this more than once, if you want to share it, every dollar that I make on this video will be donated. I haven't figured out to where yet. I know the family has a GoFundMe, but I'm trying to think broader spectrum. I don't believe the kid, it was like a 16-year-old kid that hit him. I don't think that he was intoxicated. I was thinking about like MAD or SAD or one of those organizations. If you guys can think of a charity or a nonprofit or an org that would be good for me to donate to, please comment down below and let me know. You can either DM me or whatever you're comfy with. But I'd like to do that in Colton's memory. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to spend too much time on that just because I'm going to get all upset. I'm already getting emotional. I'm sweating. I am doing a review. This is a first impressions / review of Rosalind Dip Powder. And I, first of all, want to tell you how shocked I was at this black. Is it my favorite black? No. It's not, because this one's stained pretty good. As you will see as this goes on, I was just black everywhere. It looked like I'd been covered in ashes. But the pigment to this dip powder was beautiful. It had one coat coverage. I did two just because it's really per my usual, and I wasn't prepared to only have to do one. So I'm going to do 2 coats of it. This black was great. I have 0 complaints. The powder was super soft. I would highly advise. I know that this dip powder is available on AliExpress. I'll link it in a couple of different places depending on where you're comfy ordering from. They may have it on Amazon. I'm going to link directly to Rosalind and to AliExpress. So wherever you guys feel comfy and you want to order from, we'll leave everything linked in the box for you. But check out the pigmentation of this black. I was shooketh. Couldn't believe it. Was not expecting it. Not that I thought anything less of Rosalind. I never tried their stuff before, and I'm always kind of apprehensive, especially with brands that are on Amazon or AliExpress. Even though Model Ones, which you guys know, I love their dip powders, they're also on Amazon. I don't know if they're on AliExpress, but I know they're on Amazon, and they're great. So I was very pleasantly surprised, and even when I swatched these colors out, I only did one dip of all 3 colors. The white was pigmented, the blue was beautiful. You can see here the black is gorge. And what I'm going to do a little bit later, I may or may not, depending on how lazy I am right now, put a picture here. One of the girls in my Facebook group posted a picture of a mani, and the short version of the long story is it's cat eye and then Some of the nails are matte with glossy line work, and I'm like, oh, that looks so stinking cool. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm going to attempt it at least. We'll see how it all shakes out. But I haven't used the cat eye gels from iGel Beauty yet, so we're gonna try out one of those. We're gonna do a little glossy matte type combo look. We'll see how it all shakes out. I'm gonna let you guys watch. I'm gonna finish up this dip. I'm gonna speed through the next one, and I'm gonna clear cap. We're gonna do some filing, buffing, and then we're gonna do some nail art. So I will pop in eventually at some point. Stick around, grab a drink, grab a snack. I'll be right back. Wanted to hop back in and chat with you guys about something completely unrelated to anything that I'm doing or have been talking about this whole time. If you haven't hit that notification, whatever, now might be a good time. And that is because I have something coming in the next week. Probably. More likely than not in the next week. There may be an extra upload somewhere with something big that I have coming. I can't tell you what it is yet because it's a surprise. If you are in my Facebook group, you may already know. If I haven't told you yet, I'm sorry. This is going to be a mystery to you guys too. Facebook group is privy to information as it happens. You guys probably know by now I film ahead for YouTube, just so I never miss an upload, but I usually post things as it's happening on my Facebook group. So if you want to be privy to info as it's happening, definitely check it out. It'll be in the description box down below. Other than that, it would be a great time to subscribe if you're not already, and click that little bell type thing that'll tell you when I upload, allegedly. I don't know how much truth there is in that. I feel like I never get notifications for anything, but it's definitely something that you guys are not going to want to miss. I am incredibly excited for you guys to see what I've been working on. I know most of you guys have been pretty pissed at me because I've been throwing out teasers in the Facebook group and everyone's going nuts. I promise everybody will see everything incredibly soon. It will keep you guys updated, I swear. Yeah, so that's what I have going on right now. I am sweating, getting excited, even just talking about it. I can't wait. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to very, very quickly press on with my clear cap. Clear cap is really personal preference. I like to do it just because it protects the color when you're filing and buffing and stuff. And it gives a little extra strength to your nails, which could help prevent breaking. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get into filing and buffing. I may hop back in if I have something else I want to talk to you guys about. Oh, you know what I want to ask you? How was your Halloween? Did you guys do anything? Tell me what you guys did. Tell me if you went out, if you did parties, if you sat at home and ate all the candy because there were no trick-or-treaters and watched scary movies all night. If you went to sleep, tell me what you guys did for Halloween COVID 2020. Dying to know. It's not Halloween yet, so I can't tell you what we're doing. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. We're going to go over to my neighbor's house. They have this whole Halloween thing set up. I will be posting pictures in the Facebook group because their display is banging. It is so good, insanely spooky and scary and creepy and all the things. So I'll be posting pictures of that in my Facebook group on Halloween. But other than that, we're going to be here. We're not really doing trick-or-treating that I know of. Maybe in the hood if there are other kids out, maybe, but probably not. My kids are not really too big on trick-or-treating. My son's 15. He's kind of over it. My little one, she can trick-or-treat, but for no extended period of time. She's super lazy, and she's like, nah, I don't want to walk anymore. Becca could probably go all night long. She's in it for the candy. As if I don't buy it. I buy the candy every year, mind you, and I think I've had maybe 2 trick-or-treaters since I've been in Florida in 4 years. So there was always Halloween candy in this house. I don't know what she's thinking. Anyway, oh, here we go. I'm going to file. This is my kind of new filing routine. You probably saw it in one of my last uploads. I'm going to start with my e-file, buzz around, get my cuticle lines situated, and then I'm going to hand file everything into shape. So I'm going to let you guys veg and watch me file and e-file for a little bit, and I'll come back and we'll get into some nail arty type stuff, so stick around. Okay, so it's finally nail art time. I'm going to leave the exact color that I used in the box. I can't off the top of my head remember what it's called. iGel's got some wacky names for these cat eye. I almost call them snake eyes. These cat eye gels. But I'm going to start off by applying the cat eye gel. And if you haven't used this stuff before, I'm going to kind of walk you through how it works. I didn't put on any base gel, no blooming gel, no nothing. This is just over the filed and cleaned dip powder. So I'm applying the cat eye gel just like I would if I were applying a gel color. And then I'm going to use this little magnet over here, and I'm going to create kind of the design or the shape that I want. You can play around with this stuff until you're happy with whatever you're doing. And then once you are, cure it. I'm going to, this is my flash cure. I did this real time for you guys. It's approximately a 10 to 15 second flash cure. And then I'm going to do a second coat just for opacity's sake. So here's where we are so far. And now I'm going to go in with a second coat, and I'm going to cure that for a full 30 seconds. And I'm going to do the same exact design that I did the first time. You don't have to. You can totally do a different design so it has like some multi-dimension. But I knew this was going to have a little bit of extra stuff going on with the glossy, swirly-ish line work that I'm going to do a little bit later. So I wanted to keep it kind of simple. I will do a different design on each nail. I'm not going to show you each nail because that would be redundant. So I'm going to show you this one. So I'm going to go ahead, cure that. I'm going to get the rest of my nails done. And then we're going to do kind of the same idea as the black drippy nails that I did, that Halloween mani. It's going to be kind of like that, but kind of not. I'm going to use gel top coat, and I'm going to use a dotting tool. And you're going to see what I do with that. So there we go. Magic of editing. Now I've got all my nails done, and almost at least. Getting my thumbnail situated. I always do my thumbnail last. I don't know if that's a thing that you guys do. I feel like if I do my thumbnail first, I mean, it can only really be first or last, unless you're going in some sort of weird order. My thumbnail's always last when I'm doing gel, because if you do your thumb first without curing it, and then do the rest of your nails, I feel like your thumb's laying on its side and it can kind of ooze off onto your like sidewall. The last thing you want to do with gel is have skin contact. Not good. That's what leads to contact dermatitis and potential allergies. And then once you have a gel allergy, you always have a gel allergy. So do everything in your power to keep the gel off your skin. Take my word, you don't want that stuff. So here's what the nails look like just with the cat eye polish. And then they look gorgeous. You could just leave it like that. I'm not going to though. I'm going to put a little, I don't know, Marla extraness on it. And I'll tell you the mentality I had. Again, I did this before I knew about the whole Colton situation. And after hearing the entire story, I thought this mani was kind of perfectly fitting for it. No, it's not blue. I realized his favorite colors were black and blue. I did the black mani, so I'm kind of there. But I kind of wanted to hone in on the main point of the whole thing, which is after this happened to Colton, it all went viral. And there are thousands upon thousands of people that are aware of this and have reached out to the family and have donated and have shared the story. And it's incredible to me how even through tragedy, it brings people together. And I guess my idea with this mani is even through darkness, something beautiful can come out of it. You know, I had black, dark, dirty nails. Dirty. That powder was black. And they're not going to look like that in the end. They're going to come out beautiful. So even though it was a tragedy and a horrible tragedy, I can't even imagine the pain that poor family is in and will be forever. At least something good came out of it, whether it was people coming together or awareness of some sort. Something good is going to come out of that situation. I have to believe that, because if I just sit here and believe that the world just sucks and tragedy is just tragedy, there leaves no room for hope. You know what I mean? Anyway, back to the mani. I did put matte top coat on in case you guys didn't notice. I will re-glossify some of them. I didn't want them all to be matte. Look how that has movement. I love these cat eyes. I love these cat eyes with my whole heart. I love how even matte these cat eyes are so dimensional and they have so much movement. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you guys watch while I do my other nail. That's what I did on the first nail. I'm going to do the exact same thing, and I'm just using a dotting tool and glossy top coat. That is all. That's the magic. I'm going to make what looks to me, at least, like a kind of leaf type thing. I don't know. You don't know how many times I attempted this. It was countless. I sat here doing this, just the nail art part, for a good hour because I couldn't get it right. You guys ever have a mani like that? Where just no matter what you do, it does not look right and you can't get happy about it? I finally did. I finally got happy about it and it came out fine. I'm going to let you watch. I'm going to re-glossify the other nails and I'll come back with you guys for my final thoughts. So I did go ahead and re-glossify the other nails. And if you're curious at all about what I was using as a palette, yes, it was an old phone case. It just happened to be closer to me than my actual palettes. So I just used that for my gel polish. You can use pretty much anything. You don't have to use a palette of any sort. Paper plate, Tupperware lid, whatever you have handy will work for an art palette. Promise you. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my mani with my Cana Skincare Cuticle Oil. I'm going to leave all the info down below, not just for the products that I used, but also for the GoFundMe link for Colton and his story in case you want to check it out and read a little bit about it. And again, if you guys have any type of charity or org or nonprofit in mind that you think would be a good place to donate in Colton's honor and memory, please let me know down below. I'm open to any and all suggestions because I feel like I know, but I don't. Maybe it's just me having that brain moment because emotions get the better of me when I talk about stuff like this, but I would absolutely appreciate any and all insight from you guys. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you, bye.